Um, so we've done how often we need to be going, how we need to be brushing. Oh, what about cleaning our tongue? You mentioned massaging your gums, but does tongue
Yes,
cleaning need
yes,
any
it is
special?
absolutely essential. It is absolutely essential to use a tongue cleaner. You will be surprised at the number of patients whom I have to tell this to. Use a traditional tongue cleaner. It cleans up a lot of plaque that is accumulated in your mouth,
Okay.
and it goes a long way in keeping your mouth clean.
So plaque accumulates not just on our teeth, but on our tongue as well.
Tongue also has a lot of dirt accumulating, right?
Okay.
So a tongue cleaner, yes, is absolutely essential. I would prefer the traditional cleaners rather than any fancy
Like,
ones. You know, the traditional ones that the grandma used?
yeah, those work.
The,
Oh, good to
yes, those work really good.
grandma was right after all.
Yes,
Oh, no.
yes.
Okay, okay. And flossing. What about dental floss?
Flossing can be done. It is a good habit, but you have to do it the correct way. Because when you floss incorrectly, you'll end up injuring your gums and you'll end up with bleeding of your gums.
Right.
So you need to request your dental surgeon to show you how to do it and what not to do when you're flossing.
Okay. Okay. So go to
Flossing is a very good habit.
right.
At least at bedtime, if you floss, it's a very good habit.
Okay.
One
Okay.
should floss.
And what about mouthwash? Do we need it? Do we not?
Okay. On a regular basis, I am not in favor of introducing any kind of chemicals in the mouth. Okay. So if you ask me, Doc, do I use a mouthwash every day? I would say no.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The best mouthwash to use would be plain water. Plain water.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If you are going for any social functions, you're attending a party, you're meeting, it's okay to use a mouthwash once in a while,
Okay.
right? And if you have to use a mouthwash, make sure it is alcohol free.
Right. Because the alcohol
You
ends up drying your mouth more, but also what?
drying your mouth, and because over a long period of time, it is not safe.
Okay.
So use an alcohol-free mouthwash when you have to use a mouthwash, and don't really need a mouthwash every day. If you get your cleanup done regularly, if you do not have buildup of tartar, if you don't have a problem of bad breath, you
Mm-hmm.
don't really need a mouthwash on a daily basis.
Got it. So one other question: how often should we be brushing our teeth? Is it, I mean, twice a
Twice
day
a day,
after every
twice
meal?
a day, twice a
Okay.
day.
So we
Yes,
need to do it after every meal then, do we?
not really, not really. See, the practice of brushing your teeth early morning and brushing your teeth at bedtime, it's good enough. And
Okay.
then, of course, you'll rinse after every meal so that you don't have food sticking all over your teeth and in your mouth.
Okay.
So that is more than adequate to maintain your oral hygiene.
That's
You're not supposed to brush
yeah.
after every.
So I do know that some years ago, the British Dental Association or somebody said, have your breakfast and then brush your teeth. But you would recommend before we have our first meal, right? Is that what you're saying?
Um, it is something that is ingrained so deep into us. The first thing you do when you wake up is brush your teeth.
Yes.
You know, and if you want to brush your teeth after breakfast, definitely you're going to not use the same, you know, brushing motion. Just do it gently so that you feel clean before you leave for work. That's good
Right.
enough.
Right. But certainly that should not be the first brushing. The post breakfast brushing should not be the first brushing. You do want us
No,
to take
no.
our plaque off before we eat our food, right?
Yes, please.
That's the idea.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, got it. Good to get that clarified at least. I actually, as a mindfulness meditation person, also, I often recommend to people that brushing, because it's almost like autonomous behavior, right? Nobody's really thinking about it. One of the
Yes.
first practices I always recommend is that when you start on a mindfulness practice, start with toothbrushing. Be aware of the teeth that you're brushing. Feel the bristles on your teeth, and I think you will be happy to hear that as well. Because if we were like those furious brushers, like me and my family
No, no,
were,
no,
this
no.
could be a
My
good
God.
tool.
No, no, no. You're right.
So good. I'm happy that we're in tandem and in agreement on that, and I'm happy to be able to break this Barso Purana family habit of
Yeah,
we actually even hold our teeth and go so that we can
right.
sparkle in our quest for sparkling white teeth. But speaking of sparkling white teeth, Dr. Kasabala, this is something I wanted to ask you about as well. Again, there's such a dizzying array. I mean, cosmetic dentistry is so big today, right? I remember even being told that my kids will need braces, that I would need braces. I mean, again, how do we make these decisions? Do we want to go for bleaching, teeth whitening, teeth straightening, veneers? Do I want to put Diamante on my teeth? Can you demystify all of these a little bit for us?
Okay, one at a time.
One at a time.
Regarding
It all came
braces,
together.
okay. Regarding braces, braces are not always for cosmetic reasons or aesthetic reasons. Braces are sometimes put if the child is a mouth breather or a thumb sucker, if the bite is too deep, if the bite is traumatic, right? So definitely braces are not just for aesthetics.
Right, right.
Okay. So there are times when your orthodontist will ask you to get braces done for reasons other than looking good. Okay. If your teeth are too crowded, say they are placed that way, you're going to accumulate a lot of tartar, you're going to have bone loss over a period of time. So that is when we advocate braces. There are a lot of indications other than aesthetics
Yes.
to get braces done. Yes, but to get braces done just because your peers are getting it done, just because it's a fashion, no, I would not advocate that.
Okay.
Okay. Regarding bleaching, it is so individual. Bleaching is so individual. We have people who are, who face the camera, who are in the media, who are who have to get bleaching done, say once in 6 months, because the teeth have to look sparkling white. We have people who want to get bleaching done because the yellow teeth are getting their self-confidence down. So I would not say that bleaching is absolutely non-essential. It is not even absolutely essential, but yes, if you need a bleach or if you want a bleach, you can get it done.
Sure.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Does it have, yeah, I
Regarding
was going to ask you, does it have a detrimental effect on
side
the,
effects, side effects, yes, transient sensitivity of teeth. So you have to weigh the pros and cons. It's like certain professionals, they would need Botox, they would need body sculpting, and then bleaching becomes a part of it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think
So
it's
then they have to let the side effects. They have to just ignore
everything,
the side.
everything has a price to pay, right? But it's also sort
Yeah,
of, I mean, I think it's more like we're buying into a universal idea of beauty, which is about, we're so white, we're so symmetrical, we're so perfectly line free and imperfection free.
right,
Because on one
right.
hand, not to judge, I know what it, if a person for whom self-esteem it impacted their self-esteem, like you said, then who can judge
Yeah,
for him what it's going to take, that he, if he cannot look beyond his yellow and crowded teeth, for example, for him to
right.
achieve his potential, I would say then yes, if you need to get that, if you need to do that to look beyond it, then go ahead. Even philosophically, we say that sometimes if you have a desire that's so strong, don't fight it. Just if it's important for you that you actually give in to that desire and fulfill that desire,
Yes,
go ahead and do it, so that you can move beyond that and explore other aspects of your personality. So I completely hear what you're saying, and thank you for taking such a
yes.
non-judgmental view of it. Or,
There are times. Yes, there are times when a patient does not require bleaching, and I land up telling the patients it's more important that your teeth are clean. It's not, they're not so yellow.
yeah,
You don't want those sparkling white artificial teeth.
right,
Your the shade of teeth has to say blend with your complexion.
okay.
It cannot be in stark contrast. It will not look good. Don't have that artificial look. If you know what I'm getting at,
Totally.
you don't want
There
that
was,
artificial look.
yeah.
And a little bit of asymmetry sometimes looks pretty. A little bit of asymmetry sometimes looks pretty.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yes, I do have to sometimes defer this treatment, and if the patient understands it, well and good. Otherwise, it's
That's
okay.
wonderful. I mean, I think your years of maturity give you that vocabulary of understanding, but also to be able to make a person introspect a little bit, right? Before, I mean,
Thank
obviously
you.
you end up making more money the more cosmetic treatments you do, right? But
No, no.
it's a,
Yes, you're right. I'm not. I mean, that's
yeah.
the way we are. That's the way we practice.
Yes, that's wonderful. That's really wonderful. Um, so I was just going to okay. So like little things. Actually, this is something I wanted to ask you. Now, modern science tells us that we could potentially live to like 100 and 110, and it's just like our poor lifestyle choices that
Yes.
often make us, either die faster or live those last few decades in poor life quality. Question, million
Yeah.
dollar question for you: can this one set of teeth actually last us our entire lifetime if we look after it well?
Your teeth are made to last you a lifetime. Okay. So if you respect your teeth and your gums, if you take good care, your teeth are going to be there with you till your last day. And given the increased life span expectancy, yes, definitely you need to take more care of your teeth than probably our ancestors did.
So
So
true.
geriatric, pre-adult orthodontics, these are aspects of treatments which are so much, which are being done, practiced more and more now because of the increased lifespan.
Yes, yes. We sort of just assumed, with earlier generations that once you cross 50, 60, your teeth would start to fall out and stuff. But you're
Yeah,
telling us that we can actually maintain our
yeah,
set of 32 for till our last breath if we're just careful and mindful of it.
yes, yes,
That's
yes.
both a cautionary but a heartwarming thought. We hadn't discussed this, but are there any like foods or drinks that are like the worst for your teeth? And what do you come up with most? If you had a parting thought to tell us, like, please be careful. What are the things that the worst offenders for our teeth?
Of course, the high carb foods, uh, the junk food, eat food which are high in fiber,
Right.
like apples, pears,
Because they have a
right?
cleansing effect as well on the teeth.
High, yes, because they're high on fiber, so
Right.
they will even mechanically help it to clean your teeth. And of course, eat healthy, stay healthy.
So true. So nothing spectacular or miraculous beyond that. The rules of wellness
Not,
must stay the same, right?
yes, yes, basically the same. Avoid high carb foods and don't let food stick around your teeth. Rinse after every meal, brush twice a day.
So
I
why are
mean,
you saying high carb foods? Is it because is it because it breaks down into sugar faster, or is it because that the refined
the,
carbs stick on your teeth?
the, the refined carbs will break down into acids, and then the acids attack the enamel of the teeth. So definitely there will be white spot lesions and early decalcification, which will lead to cavities.
Okay.
So you don't want that.
Right, right. We're just sort of understanding from a layperson. So let me get this right. If you're going to eat biscuits at a meeting, you want to go, first of all, try and avoid doing that, but then you want to go and rinse your mouth out right after the meeting.
Certainly, certainly.
Just swishing it about with a glass of
Wishing
water.
it about is more than enough.
Okay, okay. So at
Even
least
if you
that.
can do that, yes, even if you can do that, you're doing a great service to your teeth.
Okay. I'm on a mission to try and replace biscuits at meetings with like either dry fruit or fresh fruit, ideally. So
Yes,
I'm
yes.
with you on
That's a
that.
good.
But at least to be able to swish your mouth with water or gargle it out with water
Yeah,
when we're
yeah,
done with that.
yeah.
Okay, good. That sounds very doable. Thank you for demystifying this entire landscape and this mysterious orifice of ours, the mouth. This
Glad,
message of
glad to be of help.
Thank you so much. I'm going to be sharing a link to where people can find you and where people can reach out to you if they need help, and to go not scared and to take that bold step forward. That it's never too late
Yes,
to actually
it's
start
never too late.
in your teeth health, right? That's a
Yes, I think you start visiting your dental surgeon more often. Uh, Listen to what he tells you, and of course, don't go only when you are in pain.
So set that reminder for twice a year checkup,
Yeah,
and this will
yes,
serve us well for the rest of our lives. What a wonderful.
certainly.
On that note, I'm going to move on and have my high fiber, low carb lunch, and I will
Yes.
do the same as well. And have a wonderful day and weekend ahead. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Wishing you the
So
same.
lovely talking to
Yep.
you.